And welcome back to my channel, guys. This is gonna be an Naruto what if, cause the boy does not just want to do my hero what if. I want to do like different anime what if, except One Piece, cause I'm barely catching up, and fuck, that the series is never gonna end. It's not. It's not. It's gonna be the longest fucking series run ever. Huh? Over 1,000 videos. I'm like, no, no, we're not doing that. Uh, so yeah, so we're gonna do basically. I might do a Black Over next, mainly because your boy be getting mad at the producers because they be on Juno's dick, and no, we're gonna have Ass to be in the main character, and ain't nobody touching it. So um, mainly because I mean, I'm not gonna get involved. Anyway, we're gonna skip. So this will be what if Naruto was born in a sandwich? He will be in leave, but during his first 6 years alive, or at least mostly like until he turns 6. For the first 6 of his life, he spends it in the sand. So so basically everything between like Minato and Kushina goes the same, except they're birthing out near the sand in the sandwich, and these are on the same day that the one-tailed fox attacks. That well, you can see Ningara. Naruto, Naruto is born, and everything goes in, like in Canada, it's like near the sand, and then the Naruto's get released, and they sell it within Naruto. That goes around the same thing, except it was in Sand Village. But here's the thing: people don't know who the the nine-tailed Jinchuriki holder is, so they don't know, except for the Hokage of the Sand Village. This is the only few people that are gonna know the Hokage from, I mean, the third Hokage, obviously. Jiraiya, Kakashi. Those are like the four big, like important figures they're gonna know. And Tamari, Kara, and the brother. I forgot his name. But anyway, them three are gonna know. Besides and Naruto, so it's 4 and 4. So basically Naruto. So yeah, everything to Naruto is born happens the same. The whole QB incident happens the same, except it's in the sand. And so once they seal it, the seal of them. The only thing is that the seal for Gara is a little bit stronger. So yeah, it's a bit stronger. But other than that, there's no difference. So now we visit those years. He's staying with the Sand siblings. They are having a good time. Enjoying each other's company. You know, uh, Tamara being a little tsundere, and him and Gara get along well because they know like they both hold the burden of two Jinchurikis. But yeah, everything goes around the same. Um, so they're enjoying each other's time. Naruto does defend Gara when he gets caught stuff. He's like, hey, it's not his fault. Like, leave him alone. And you know, even though Gara and Tamara don't say it, and the Super Saiyans they do appreciate Naruto standing up for Gara and all that. So pretty much uh, nothing big happens. Besides them hanging out and him living in the same village until he hits the age of 5. Yeah, at the age of 5. No, not yet, at the age of 6. He turned 6, and he's gonna be leaving to the Lee village where Minato was Hokage. Because that's what Minato wanted, but he wanted his first few years to stay here in the sand. No, Naruto does get sad because he's gonna miss it. Tamari, Gara, and the brother. Because I forgot his fucking name. Fuck. Anyway, I'm gonna remember later on and watch, and I'm gonna get mad. Um, but yeah. So they even though they but he does give Naruto some stuff. He's like, "This is what your father wanted me to give you before he passed." Because him and let's say him and Minato were friends. They weren't good friends, but they were friends that trusted each other. So he gave Naruto some seagulls, some squirrels, and he told him, "Yeah, you're living to leave by the end of the week." So he tells the Sam siblings, and they get sad because everybody's gonna miss him. But the one who gets the most sad is Tamari, because it's like a part of that joy they had in the group is gonna be leaving. So she gets sad even though she won't admit it. But she does hug Naruto, which surprises everybody a bit. Even Naruto, he's stunned for the first time in his life. He's like, "Well, what?" But he got him back, and it's like she's like, "You better take care of yourself, because I don't want to hear that you get injured, and then I'm gonna go all the way over there and kick your ass." It's like, I'll try not to, but he so the week goes by. But he does give Tamara this necklace he bought. He's like, "So I'll always be here for you." And like I bought you this because just so you know that like no matter what, I'm always here like with you. And it's just like she grabs it, but it's like it's not like I like her or anything, but I appreciate it. And so they say their goodbyes, and now it's leaves to leave. So he arrives to leave. He meets with the third Hokage. The Hokage tells him he knew Minato. They were good friends. And he tells him that Minato left him money in a house, like and so he can live in the house. So basically, oh, and Naruto will not be as short as he was in the canon. He'll be around Sasuke's height. Yeah. So he arrives, and he doesn't join because I think they join the camp around 8 and they graduate around 12. I don't know how that works. Cause, I mean, it says Naruto fell 3 times and all that. It's confusing. But anyways, he Naruto does he does train with scrolls, and he does training. It has some some wind jutsu, some fire jutsu, some water jutsu, just like a few, like one or two, and some lightning jutsu. So he knows a little bit though about that. He knows the shadow clone. He's done all these types of jutsus, just a little bit. Um, there's a few scrolls that he isn't supposed to read to. He's like older. Like there is the Flying Ranchin, there is the Rasengan. Well, not the Rasengan, but he has like heard about it, like in one of the scrolls. But he's like, when you meet Jiraiya, you ask him about the Rasengan. So he knows the like knowledge level of the Rasengan, but he doesn't know the like how to like form and all that. But he does know the knowledge of the Rasengan. There's a few the wind shuriken. He doesn't know that yet, but the scrolls there. So so but he knows a few jutsu. He knows Shaikon. He learned some taijutsu, so and some genjutsu. And all of a sudden he learns sealing techniques. So he and yeah, so uh, and that's how he starts up, and so that's what he does for the first like for 2 years. Then he joins the academy. So you know he joins the academy, and it creates sense, or like doesn't understand it. He joins the academy with everybody. So like how is Naruto in the leaf? Well, his life, is average. He doesn't get recognized like Sasuke does, but he doesn't get bullied like he did. Cause nobody knows that he is the Jinchuriki. But also he does meditate. So one of the times he was meditating, it was around when he was 7. He he did meet Kurama. He has met Kurama, and he was meditating, and I don't know, it's like he opened his eyes and he's in this place, and he's like, where am I? And he looks around, and then behind him he sees this big giant red eyes. He sees a giant fox. He's like, oh, so you're that Jinchuriki thing, huh? Like you're a giant fox, huh? That's cool. Because he's still a kid, so he's like, oh, that's cool. And Kurama doesn't know. Like he's like, what do you want, kid? It's like, I don't even know how I got here, to be honest. This is just, I just am here. But leave me alone, kid. But like, hey, not about why, but I want to be your friend. And he's like, whatever, kid. Like, don't talk to me. Leave me alone. Like, I'll probably lend you some. I'll lend you some of my chocolate when you need it. But until then, leave me alone. So he and not Guam pushes him out. So he does try to talk to him. It is the same response, but he is opening up a little bit to Naruto, and not as much, but he's way like compared to canon Naruto. He's like, he's not Shippuden Naruto, but he's not at Shippuden Naruto levels, but he's not at like how he was in the canon. So he's a lot stronger than he was in the canon. And we skip, he joins the academy, and we're gonna go to, we're gonna speak to like what happened between like those 4 years that he's in the academy. He joins, and he makes him with Shikamaki. I can't fucking speak. Ah, Shikamaru. There you go. Fuck, I cannot speak. Uh, Tenten, Choji, Hinata, uh, those are the four people he mess around. Um, a bit. He's friends with a little bit. He doesn't really pay Sasuke no mind. The girls do find him attractive. He's cute. Even Sakura admits it, but he's like, he's not cute than Sasuke-kun, but he's cute. Says he's cute too, but and Sasuke does pay him like attention because she stands out, but he's like, huh. And but other than that, he doesn't really. It's like whatever, and so Sasuke does know this Naruto, but Naruto does not know this Sasuke at all. He does not. Because he's all like wants is in soaking corner. Like he doesn't know. Like he sees him, but he doesn't know what his name is. So he does not know who Sasuke is. And I guess it's mainly because unless he is right, he doesn't really pay too much of mind. And since Sasuke is always talking in the corner, being emo, now it's just not noticed. So he's a day at the graduation. They tell him to do the clone. But he's like, I don't know how to do that, but can I do a different type of clone? Like they're like, sure. He does the shadow clone, and he passes. And Naruto, he's he's on top of the Hokage monument, head monument, and he's sitting on top of Minato's, and he's chilling there, and that's when he hears the sound, when Mizuki is still in the scroll, and and then he sees something, and him being out, he's like, oh, okay, he's going out, he's going ahead, and he jumps. He was Mizuki. He's like, oh, Mizuki Sensei, like, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, Naruto, because he know what the scroll, what the scroll is, because he knows a bit, because his mom father tells him. It's like, where are you going? Oh, I'm taking this back because they were stealing it and all that. He's trying to lie. He's like, hmm. He's like, see, I would believe you, but there's one problem. He's like, in your little story. He's like, what? Like, why are you running the opposite direction? I mean, can you explain that? And he tries to fight Naruto, but Naruto just whoops his ass. He whoops his ass. And that's when Ikuro Sensei arrives. He's like, oh, Naruto's like, oh yeah, boy was trying to steal the scroll. And he's like, oh, thanks Naruto. They get the scroll, they take Mizuki in. And that's how that incident ends. They're gonna end it with between 7. So he arrives because they're waiting for them picking the teams. Ikuro Sensei comes in. He's naming the teams, and so he will be in Team 7 mainly because Minato told Kakashi there was something more to happen to him for him to be Naruto's teacher. So that's why he's in Team 7. So Team 7 will be a thing. So Ikuro says Naruto. He says Sakura Hano, Sasuke Uchiha. No, it says Naruto Uzumaki, Sakura Hano. And when she hears the name, she doesn't really complain, but she don't really care. It's like, oh, it's Naruto, it's fine. And Sasuke Uchiha. And Sakura screams. Naruto who the fuck is that? He's like, who the fuck is that? He's this Sasuke. He's like, oh, him. Emo kid. That's how he calls him. He's like, emo kid. Okay. So, and he knows a bit about Kakashi because, his father has taught him. Especially that he's going to be late. So, he does send a Shadow Clone to go get him ramen. And, after like an hour later or so, 2 hours later, he's eating ramen. Because the Shadow Clone comes in and he starts to eat ramen. Then finally, Kakashi shows up. And they're like, you're late. Like, he's like, meet me up. He looks at them and he's like, he does look like his father. And then he looks at Sasuke. He's like, Let meet me in the roof in 5 minutes. And then he balances. And they're right in the roof, and they see Naruto's already there. They didn't even notice how he got there. And Kakashi did. He saw him like walk. He basically walked up from the building. He's in there chilling there. And he's like, oh, I'm your teacher. Like, so would you introduce yourself? Pink hair. Introduce yourself. And she's like, what do you introduce yourself? He's like, my name is Kakashi. His last name, fuck, I forget his last name. I forget his last name all the time. But it's like my likes. my likes are my likes. My dislikes, I don't really like anything. All of them is like, how you know his fucking name? What the fuck? And he does being here. So Sasuke and Sakura is the same, except Sakura doesn't hate Naruto. Doesn't say she hates Naruto. Dislikes Naruto. And but everything else is the same. So is Sasuke's. Naruto doesn't know what happened to Sasuke, and he's like, oh, so you want to go after Itachi? Cool. He doesn't really say anything. He's like, and then it goes to him. He's like, my name's Naruto Uzumaki. My likes. I like ramen. I like my he does view him as family. He's like I like my friends. I like silly girls, and I like this certain someone. I'm gonna say that certain someone, but this certain someone. And he doesn't say who, but now Sakura is even curious. Like, huh, who does he like? And my dislikes, like just that dislikes, Oh, and his how long it takes to make ramen. But he's just like I really like you send him this like in my dream, it's not to become a Hokage. His dream is to be like to be the strongest. Should know there is. There has ever been. That's his dream. So and yeah, so we can end up here. Team 7, Kakashi tells him, oh yeah, meet me tomorrow. At noon. Oh, and meet me tomorrow. And like at this place, and and do not eat breakfast because right now it's just not to eat breakfast or you will puke. He leaves, and they all leave, and this we're gonna end it off. So we're gonna end it off with Team 7 meeting. Kakashi tells him to meet him, and yeah, so this is basically what had happened, and so yeah, who the ship's gonna be, who knows? But I mean, I know. Y'all don't know, but I know who the ship is. Y'all might know. Y'all might guess who the ship is. Y'all might not. But hope you enjoyed this video. Your boy is out.